Tonight I just wanted to make a quick scrapwood project, so I'm going handheld on the cell phone, rough and ready, and the issue is that's my internet gear where it enters the house. That whole shelf is a bit of a mess, and I just want to clean it up and make it a little bit more organized. This is going to be just quick and simple, see if I can bang it out tonight. Right now we got the modem, which goes to the router, which goes to our internet phone device. There's a UPS in the back plugged into a power bar, and down there I got a network switch which is feeding other parts of the house, and we don't care about the ceiling. And yeah, there's a fan there because this is my wife's treadmill, so we need to have a fan, but that one's too big. And I found a smaller fan in the house, and that's going to get incorporated to be hanging underneath the shelf. It'll all make sense. I should be working on that thing, but that's a big project. That one's next. I started scribbling on paper, and then I moved and scribbled in SketchUp, but even that I'm tweaking the dimensions on as I was taking a look and figuring out the stud locations. For material, I have this 40-year-old mahogany that my dad used to build a shelf for me long ago, and I just took the shelf apart a little while ago. That's some nice solid wood to make a nice simple shelf. I got 4 shelves. And they're all 35 inches long, and I've decided I want a 27-inch long shelf, and I want 3 of them. So I'm going to cut these down to about 27, so that's going to leave a little bit here. 1, 2, 3. So I need one more board to give me my vertical parts, and that is going to be 16 inches high, so I can do 1, 2, I can split that in half. That should give me enough that I can build the whole thing out of this. Fingers crossed. Since these were salvaged, there's nail holes and glue residue along the edge, so I'm first going to rip about 3/4 of an inch off the end, and then I will cut them to 27 inches. I stacked up all 3 boards and lined them up and clamped them together so I can just cut them at the same time, so they're all exactly the same length. This last board I'm going to rip at 4 inches and then keep the remainder. First, let's lower this blade. And like with those boards, I'm first going to clean the end off of this board, and then I'm going to cut these down into 15-inch lengths. I'm going to tack these together with brads, and then I will use screws to reinforce them. So these brackets are going to wrap around like that, and we're going to have 1, 2, 3 shelves. There's a gap here at the back, and that's intentional because I want to be able to have the network cables be able to go up and down, but it's not quite enough for a power cord. So I'm going to drill a half circle in the back of these shelves so that a power cord can easily fit through them, and I'm going to put it right there, one on each end. So I got the fence table locked into place. I have a 2-inch Forstner bit installed. I've got this stop locked up there, and I have just this little piece here which will let us nicely line it up for our cut. That's one. Flip it over and do the other side. And I'm not using any glue. I want to be able to take this apart again if I change my mind in the future. That is what I'm looking for. Cable notches on the back with a gap. So that's all I had in mind. A simple, nice, clean shelf. A little bit longer, gives me a bit more space. I like the cord access that I'll be able to have on the back. Should make it a little bit easier to police the cables. I will have to fasten things into place now, so I will show you the finished product. All right, here it is all nicely installed. It's no professional 19-inch rack in a data center, but for an evening's work, I'm very happy with it. I think it looks a heck of a lot neater. Again, my modem, my IP for the telephone, my router, and then I've got my switch facing forward now so I can easily get at the cords and I can see the activity lights. I moved my UPS down here so it's not crowded in the back. The cords can be got at, and I can see the power light. And possibly most importantly, I've mounted a fan down below for my wife for when she's on the treadmill. Alright guys, that's it for this one. Thanks for stopping by while I was playing in the shop. We'll see you on the next one.